first step to doing the radial name project is to fold your paper into 8 equal parts. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to take this corner and you're going to fold it over so it creates a triangle. Once you roll it and meet the points, you need to flatten it down onto your table, crease it really good, and you're going to take another corner and fold it again like this. Smooth it down, and then fold it one last time. It's a little tricky to fold this part. And make a nice crease. If you open it back up, you should count 8 triangles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the first thing you need to decide is what you'd like to write in for your name. Here's my finish example. On this one, I did my last name. So you can see Frost in every other triangle quadrant. Another time I did my initials. So here's TRF. And you see how you fill it to fit the space of the triangle. And this one I'm gonna do my first name, which is Trisha. So Trisha has 6 letters. So that means it's gonna be split up pretty equally in this spot. So I'm gonna start with the letter T, and look how I'm drawing all the way to the top of my triangle section and then all the way down. Okay, I'm gonna do my next letter. Now you might have to squish things in, and you'll kind of see it as you're drawing when you're running out of room. A good trick is to kind of split it in equal parts, but I am going to be going more for the squished look, which is just fine. See how it gets a little smaller towards the end? That looks kind of cool. Okay, now once you finish one, you're going to spin, skip a space, and do the next one. So I start with my T, and just try to draw it the same as before, the best you can, okay? The next step to this project is to Zentangle the empty triangles that are left. So Zentangling is when you do a design mostly based on patterns and lines, and it's a complex design, so you can see that it's a space broken into smaller patterns. Okay, so I'm going to show you ways to do that. You are supposed to draw with Sharpie, not pencil first. And you will start with doing a line through the middle of your triangle. So I'll do something like this, like a large curvy line. I can even break that up into a couple sections. And then it's a little easier to go into the insides and come up with the design for each quadrant, I'll call it. So sometimes simple is good. It's not always about a complex design, because when it's mixed together, it becomes complex. So for example, this one, I basically just did dashed, straight, polka dots, zigzags, and straight lines again, thick and thin. And because it was all together, it just becomes this more complex design, okay? So I'll just do like a curvy line, staying within that space. And then here I'll do, I love spirals. Maybe I'll do different sizes, different direction. Okay, and then over here, maybe I'll just do straight lines. And maybe I'll do small polka dots. So one thing that you have to consider is using thick lines to kind of break this up, because right now they all kind of look the same. But as you can see in here, I added some thick lines in throughout to kind of make different things stand out and pop, okay? So you can switch to a thick marker for this. Make sure you have a placemat though, I do not. And you just want to go back in and decide where it needs a little bit more emphasis and make those lines thick. Now you could do this with a regular Sharpie marker. I just like to do this to save a little bit of time. And you can even like re-outline this part. See?